I think I had coffee. That was it.
Yeah, and it was like over 20 euros for that.
Yeah, so they got us on that.
So watch out for the tourist areas.
You Parisians, you got us.
If there's no price on the menu, and you might want to ask.
Yes.
Like, don't feel ashamed, just ask.
Top things to do in Paris.
One of our favorite things in Paris to do was we went to the Eiffel Tower, walked around, and we noticed everyone having picnics. So what you do is you go to a local market and you can buy a bottle of wine, a baguette. They have these little trays with the meat and cheese already sliced up, ready to go. So you just go pick a bench and pop open your wine and snack and just relax under the Eiffel Tower and just watch people go by and talk to your neighbors having picnics.
And we brought all of that back to the Eiffel Tower, which there's like a really big grassy area, so you can go there and just sit down, have a picnic, or there's benches as well too. So one of the things that you have to do when you are visiting Paris is taking the subway, because that's the best way to get around town.
Definitely.
It's the city of Paris is like a circle on the map, and to get from one end to another, of course, walking would take a long time. It's easy to get around Paris using the subway.
Yeah, I don't think we ever took a taxi or anything. I think it was always
we either,
subway the whole time.
We either walked or we took the subway the entire time we were there.
We had no issues. We got everywhere we wanted to go. It was pretty cheap, pretty easy. Take the subway. Montmartre.
Sorry, we're butchering these French words.
Sorry, French people.
So we'll put it right down here. Montmartre. It's like on a hilltop, which overlooks the city of Paris. It's really pretty. You go up there at nighttime, and again, if you want to do a picnic, go to the store, grab a bottle of wine, grab some baguettes, some desserts, whatever. Go up there, you can. It's absolutely beautiful. On a clear day, you can see the Eiffel Tower all lit up. It's really gorgeous.
Yeah, we went there at night. It was really pretty.
We went there
you see the Eiffel Tower lit up and little lights going around it.
You can see the Sacré-Cœur building. Apologies.
Well, we'll put that on the bottom of the screen.
We're not really good at pronouncing these French names, but that was the nighttime, absolutely amazing, really, really beautiful. One of the things that I would recommend you not do while you're up there is going to a restaurant and purchasing alcoholic beverages, because they do jack up the prices.
Like around the tourist areas, definitely. Like, I had a coffee with like Jameson or whiskey in it.
And I believe I had, what did I have? I can't remember exactly.
Was it alcoholic? This is a coffee or something.
I think I had coffee, that was it.
Yeah, and it was like over 20 euros for that.
Yeah, so they got us on that.
So watch out for the tourist areas.
You Parisians, you got us.
If there's no price on the menu, and you might want to ask.
Yes.
Like, don't feel ashamed, just ask how much it is.
Exactly. The next thing, definitely want to visit the
Arc de Triomphe.
Arc de Triomphe. It's easily accessible from the train. There's a train station, I believe, that's nearby. We took the train there. So once you get there, it's not easy to actually get to cross, because it's like one of those circle things.
I think you have to go with like a tour group and be dropped off.
Yeah, in order to actually go up near the arch, you have to be in a tour group, because I saw a lot of tour buses that actually stopped in front of it.
Because the street's a giant circle.
Right. And it was just always massive like amounts of cars just going
like constantly, and there's no crosswalks that go through the circle, only ones that go around it. So you have to have a vehicle actually pull along the side of the arch and let people out.
Right.
So yeah, there's no way. It'd be very risky to try to walk through it.
But it's really pretty just to see from afar. We were literally right across the street. We saw it, we took pictures, and it was beautiful. CHAMPS-ÉLYSÉES. Sorry again if I'm butchering the word. CHAMPS-ÉLYSÉES. It's like a street of shops.
It's like all the designers, all your fancy stuff.
Right. So it's a really beautiful street to walk down. Even if you don't plan on doing any shopping, we walked from the arch all the way down from there to the river, to the Seine River. I Like we walked all the way down that way. So it's a really amazing walk. So definitely do that.
Latin Quarter was awesome. Latin Quarter's fun to walk around. Lots of little like cafes and shops and little parks and stuff. Like a crepe place. When I first heard about it, I was like, oh, crepes. But these crepes were terrific. They were like these giant cone crepes full of. They have like good sweet ones, but there's ones full of like meat and cheese, and it's like a whole meal in a crepe. And
so like, they have sweet ones, like savory ones, and they were, I believe, like about $5.
€5 or €6.
And they were very filling. And just a side note, if you don't like cheese, make sure you tell them either no cheese or put very little cheese, because they will put a lot of cheese in them.
Which is good.
They like cheese.
Okay, time out. Another must-do for France and a lot of parts of Europe is you have to go to an outdoor cafe. So they're all over. Just pick one and like pick one like a cool street, like where you want to sit around and relax and just kind of watch people go by, check out the scenery. Cafes in France and Europe is a really chill atmosphere. I think as Americans we almost find it rude because you want like your service really quick and you want to eat and get the check and go. But for Europeans, rushing you out is rude. So if you're sitting there for like, you can be sitting there for like 2 hours. If you never like stop someone and like ask for a check or anything, they just won't bother you. They'll just let you go at your own pace whenever you want to go. So they're not being rude, they're actually being polite in their own way by letting you take your time and letting you sit there and sip on your coffee for 2 hours if you want while you hang out.
And while you're there, if you don't want coffee, one of the must-do in Paris is trying some hot wine. It sounds really weird, but you must try it. It is delicious. They actually make it really sweet, so it's almost like it's like a warm dessert wine. So especially like if you're going during the winter time or during the fall, it really warms you up. So when we went, it was in the fall and it was a little bit chilly, so we had some and it was delicious. It's called vin chaud, which means hot wine, like literally means hot wine.
So it's like a mulled wine, so it's like red wine that's warm, and they put like spices like cinnamon and clover and stuff like that. So it has like it's pretty good.
There's a Chinatown in almost every major city you go, and there is one in Paris. Actually didn't get to venture out too much into Chinatown, but we did experience some Vietnamese cuisine there, and it was actually pretty good. We found a place.
From my understanding, it was more Vietnamese than Chinese.
It was.
I think France settled Vietnam, so I'm assuming that's why there's more Vietnamese people in France.
But they have really good Vietnamese banh mi sandwiches. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Another cool spot to see is Notre Dame. We didn't go in. A lot of big tourist attractions we don't actually like pay to go in, because a lot of times we'll have like 2 or 3 days at a spot. So waiting like 3 or 4 hours to get into a place and it's being shuffled around and out, it's almost like a waste of time unless it's like a place we really are looking forward to seeing. So Notre Dame, we just kind of walked around the perimeter and you could see all the architecture on the outside of it, and it was beautiful. It was like finished in the 1100s, so it's like
really amazing.
Super old.
Definitely check out Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Even if you can't go inside, at least check out the outer part of the building. It's really amazing. Where to stay in Paris? If you can't find a cheap hostel or a hostel that is within your budget, we would highly recommend Airbnb. We stayed at an Airbnb in Paris. We stayed at this really friendly Parisian ladies.
Tiny little apartment.
Tiny little apartment that was
small.
It was just like the most amazing experience, because you know, in the US you don't really get to see these type of apartments. So when you actually stay in one of them, you kind of feel like you're like a local, and it's like something out of a movie. So it's actually really cool. So I would highly recommend checking out Airbnb to see if you can find a really cool place to stay if you can't find anything else.
So if you're like me, if you're an American person and you're thinking about going to France, or you have a trip coming up, like you're coming to Europe, you're gonna swing by, I think it's my first time going to Europe, and I let other people say influenced me and put kind of ideas in my head. Because like people say that French people are rude. And you hear that like, oh, when I went to France and everyone was so rude. But we had the best time. No one once was rude.
Yeah, we actually had a really good experience there. So, you know, everyone has their own experiences there. We've heard, you know, good stories and bad stories. So everyone is different. So, but if you want to just go to a country that you've never been to and to actually just experience the culture, just do it. You know, don't let other people's experiences influence your decision about whether, you know, you want to visit a certain country.
Americans think French people are rude is because when you walk in, you're kind of being rude to the French people. You might not, maybe it's like a difference in cultures, not trying to be. But when you walk in and you start like speaking English and you assume they speak English and then you're like, get offended when they don't speak English back. So we learned, even though I speak no French, but you just walk in and say bonjour. So just say hello in French and they speak you in French and you say like, sorry, I don't speak French. And then everyone just spoke to you in English. It's just because at least you like took effort and you like at least said hello and you like try your best.
So just be polite. And they'll...
So if you see all the French people walking in to buy a coffee and they're going, oh, bonjour, and they're talking and they're like, and then they get the coffee. But if you just walk in and they're like, hey, I want a coffee in English, of course, like, that's gonna come across rude to their culture. So say good morning, say hello, then I'll order your coffee. I won't stop.
Top things to do in Paris. And go.